Hey, it's Nick with Bad Drivers of Epic, and this is a quick overview of my rental car, a 2016 Hyundai Sonata. This is the SE model, which I believe is the base trim, but it has a lot of features compared to other cars' base models. On the exterior, these features include a spoiler, which defines the rear of the car nicely, 16-inch alloy rims, and a driver's side blind spot mirror. There's chrome trim that wraps around the windows and continues to the fender and into the headlights. And I love the dark headlights, especially when compared to the traditional silver. Unfortunately, excluding the third taillight, this car does not have any LEDs. Unfortunately, they're all just halogen and incandescent bulbs. On the interior, the car features a 7-inch head unit, backup camera, and Bluetooth for call and audio. The interior is stylish, with black and tan design, with silver carbon fiber trim wrapping around the doors and dashboard. The interior is comfortable and absolutely massive for what is considered a mid-size sedan. The legroom is very spacious in the front and huge in the rear. There's also quite a bit of storage everywhere and is well thought out. There's a spot to put your phone, good-sized cup holders, and bottle holders and pockets in the door. The steering wheel toggle controls are a bit funky, but only took a day or two of getting used to them. I must say, overall this interior is well built and everything feels high quality. The dashboard is actually quite simple, which really cuts down on annoying glares which become more apparent in the dashcam footage. The key is a switchblade style, which is a little addictive to play with when you're bored as hell. The engine is a 2.4-liter 4-cylinder engine, which quite frankly hauls ass. Almost every time it's the first one off the line when the light turns green, but granted that's because I floor every time. The entertainment center is easy to use, and the speakers, while not as good as the JBLs in the Camry, are no slouch. When connected to Wi-Fi, like if you're parked in your driveway and connect to your home's network, or use your phone as a mobile hotspot, you can use apps like SoundHound. And if you're connected to your phone over Bluetooth, you can use Pandora. When connected over a USB cable, you have the option to use Android Auto, but I didn't bother trying this out since I only was going to have it for a couple more days. Unfortunately, I can't use Hyundai Blue Link since that is a paid subscription, and couldn't use SiriusXM for the same reason. The information center in the dash has a lot of nifty options. On this screen, you can see the range you can travel on the tank, your average MPG, current MPG, and next screen, trip A and B with your average speed, or the digital speedometer. Through the menus, you can change some of the features like locking doors when hitting a certain speed, or as soon as taking the car out of park, but my personal favorite is the one-touch turn signaling. You can choose between 3, 5, or 7 flashes, depending on how big an asshole you are. Now, since I'm not an evil person, I actually like to give a decent amount of warning. Like, 3 is nothing. That's just pathetic. Just don't signal at all. If for whatever reason, like say you bump the signal stock and need to turn it off, just flick it back in the other direction to cancel. The gas lock release and trunk release are actually buttons instead of levers, which is a nice change. The trunk is very roomy to start, and also has the 60/40 folding seats, which offer a lot more room. I have two main gripes about this car. First is the gas pedal is mounted to the floor instead of under the dash like I've seen in every other car that I've been in. Once I figured out to push it down instead of back, it was fine, and I got used to it. The other gripe is the horn. It is an ugly sounding high tone, and is pretty quiet. I drove out to the middle of nowhere and laid on it while playing music at slightly above normal volume, and it wasn't loud despite being right next to me. So God forbid you have to honk at someone further than 10 feet from you. Then when you lock the car using the key fob, it flashes the signals, and when you press it a second time, it honks this annoying high-pitched honk. I mean, it seriously sounds like a moped horn. Overall, I am very impressed. I would have never considered a Hyundai in my entire life if it weren't for this car. It's definitely something to think about in the future.